Whether the trade is possible or whether it's going to happen, I think there is no way it happens, and I just want to talk about what I can see happening in this video. This has been unbelievable. I apologize. He did not request a trade. They're open to trading him is what the rumored reports are. Some are saying that it's false now. I don't know. There's a lot of things happening, but there's just no way the Cavs do this. We're going to talk about what I think is going to happen here on Cavs Digest. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Matt Palange. Hope everyone's weekend is going to go well. It's currently Friday. I've been up since like 7 a.m. and I'm so excited to make content for you guys finally. I've just been working all day, but anyways, it's not about me. I just want you guys to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video with your friends. That'll allow Cavs Digest to continue growing so people can stay updated with the storylines, the post-game thoughts, pre-game thoughts, and rumors and everything surrounding the Cavaliers. So, and breaking news, of course. So let's get into it. So, breaking, Lamelo Ball is open to being traded from the Hornets was a report we got yesterday. I'm sure if you go to the other Digest pages, some teams are going to also look into the odds of them acquiring Lamelo Ball. With the Cleveland Cavaliers, and here's the biggest reason why I want to make this video, because I 100% said there is just no way that I make a video on a thing that's just not going to happen. But I thought about it, guys. I thought about it. And there we go. Now I'm brighter. I thought about it. I was like, the Cavs have LaMelo's brother. You know dang well that there have been rumors for years about these guys being on the same team, and I can 100% see that the Cavs are going to be one of the top named teams for LaMelo Ball if this report on him requesting a trade is real, or him being open to being traded is real. Then I can see him being the Cleveland Cavaliers being at LaMelo's top landing spot, even if it's unrealistic. But it's also not technically that unrealistic, and we're going to talk about that more. So, but as I said, I'm not making this video to try to say that this happened. Of course, LaMelo Ball is a major report, and I think the Cavaliers are going to be linked with him a lot because they have LaMelo's brother. So that's just what this video is about. But we're going to keep talking about and diving into kind of what I can see happening. So there's one thing. The Cavs already have a point guard who is technically a franchise point guard. I've made videos talking about how I believe Darius Garland, or when Darius Garland is on the court, the Cavs are just a better team. When he plays, he's a better team. I believe that if they were to have LaMelo Ball in place of Darius Garland, and I'll talk about that more, I think that this team would just have a way worse chance of winning because LaMelo is just not really a winning player. I think he's athletic, can stretch the floor, he's very flashy. I do think he's actually a great playmaker. It just problem is that this team just doesn't really have it going for them. When it like LaMelo just doesn't have the play style of a winning player. It doesn't look like he's willing to make always the right play versus trying to make the play that looks the best. If that makes sense. I look he might have cooked with that sense. I think that was very, very clear and correct about LaMelo Ball. So I showed you kind of just what LaMelo is capable of in the highlight reel, or in the video. Skip back to 0 seconds and watch for the first 25. You're going to see that LaMelo Ball is able to score, pass, and play defense. He just doesn't do it on a level to where it's like, it's just his shot selection is kind of poor. Let's look at his efficiency. Like 30% from 3, 38% from the field is awful. 9.6 assists per game, 7 rebounds, 21 points. Like you would cut out the 38 and 30 from field and 3, and you think this is a top point guard in the NBA. But problem is his efficiency, LaMelo's efficiency is hot dookie pookie. So literally there's just a 0% chance that the Cleveland Cavaliers gain value out of acquiring LaMelo. But one issue I do also have is Garland is like not doing much better anyways. And Garland's hurt, so would I rather have LaMelo Ball than Garland? Per season, as of right now, I wouldn't. Like every season that he's been on the Cavs, I'd rather have him than LaMelo. But this year, I'd probably lean LaMelo just for the fact that he's healthy. And of course, Darius Garland needs to get healthy. Let's be real with ourselves. It's getting really obnoxious. But yeah, as I said, the Cleveland Cavaliers have the guy on the left in this picture, Lonzo Ball, number 2. And then in the middle is LaMelo, and then on the right is Lonzo Ball. For those who do not know, I feel like those guys that are younger, our fan base that's younger, would be more aware of these guys. These guys were the 2016 state champions. I believe national champions, no? They were state champions. They were arguably the greatest high school team, one of the greatest high school teams of all time. They went to Chino Hills, a public school in L.A., I believe. Was it public school? I don't know. It's just some random college where LiAngelo, Lonzo, Lamelo, Onyeka Okongwu, who's currently with the Hawks, if you know ball. He's actually arguably the best player, like, to come out of Chino Hills so far, which is crazy to think about. And then Eli Scott was also in the starting lineup. Shout out my boy. Oh, I thought he was supposed to be so good, dude. So I grew up being a little younger than these guys, or around the same age, but a little younger. So I watched when I was playing basketball in high school. Yes, I hooped for a little bit. That doesn't say I was great, but I did play basketball for my high school team for a couple years. These guys simply were just like idols. Like everyone was idolizing them. They were three brothers who would just go on the court, beat you by 100, and then go home. Like they did not care. They were throwing full court passes. Lamelo was pulling out from half court for fun. LiAngelo was cherry picking and shooting a three. He was shooting 30 shots a game. He didn't care. Lonzo was dunking on people. Like this team just did not care at all. And that is why they have a deep basketball background, but they never got to play with each other. I'm pretty sure Jello and Lamelo played with each other in that one league that they played overseas together. Lithuania or whatever the heck it was, they played overseas together after LiAngelo got like kicked out of UCLA for doing stupid, stealing stuff. So, and then they also ended up playing summer league together, or they tried getting LiAngelo on the G League team. They just didn't stick with him, didn't think he was good enough. So, but yeah, that's the first steps to acquiring Lamelo Ball. Excuse me. Here's the trade, by the way. So I did try a trade finder, and if you can see this, on the left is Lamelo Ball. On the right is Darius Garland. I'm pretty sure Lamelo makes $37 million a year. Darius Garland makes $39 million a year, something like that, $35 million a year. He's in between the 33 and 39 percentile. And based on the second apron and above, this trade would work. So now we're going to kind of just troll for the end of these last 2 minutes or so and talk about Darius Garland and Lamelo Ball. Would I do this trade straight up? If the Hornets called the Cavs and said, we will give you Lamelo Ball and you have to give us Darius Garland, and we will continue our season. If you are the Cavs and you say yes, I'm genuinely a Wizards fan. I will be a Wizards fan, and let me tell you why. As I said, I love LaMelo Ball, and I love what he's capable of. Because he is the overall, based on just talent alone, like the best guard you could ask for on a team. The problem is, he doesn't make shots. He takes bad shots. He's inefficient. He tries to be too flashy. He sometimes just acts too nonchalant, like he doesn't care on the court. He also claimed today in some freaking interview that he said, I don't know where that came from. That's a lie to this report. So shout out Kelly Iko. Kelly Iko might just be capping right now, and this whole thing could be fake. But if LaMelo were to be available on the trade market and Darius Garland's your only option, because you can't accept anything else, because you're in the second apron, you can only make like a 1-for-1 trade. Just like how when the Cavs got Lonzo, they sent out Isaac Okoro straight up for Lonzo and got him. This is how a trade would have to work for Darius Garland. I showed you guys the stats. Darius Garland just has not been good this year and hasn't really played. LaMelo Ball, on the other hand, has statistically been good except efficiency. So it's a toss-up for me. But at the end of the day, let's just be real with ourselves. The video says it straight up. There's no way they do this. But I have a weird feeling that there's going to be like, there's no way this happens. I'm being real. I have not said once since the beginning that this is going to happen. All I'm saying is that there is a chance that the Cavaliers will be linked with LaMelo Ball because the Ball brothers. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But there's just no way this happens. And I hope you guys enjoyed this more fun video of Cavs Digest, but also something to keep an eye out for. And I kind of want to hear you guys' opinions. Would you trade Darius Garland straight up for LaMelo Ball? Would you? I'm interested in seeing. So like this video, share this video with your friends. Comment below your thoughts. Subscribe to this channel. All are totally free, and it helps us grow this community at Cavs Digest, keeping engaging and consistent content about the Cavaliers going. So go ahead and do that. I'm Matt Palange, and thank you guys for joining me here on Cavs Digest.